You can chant, please, the mantra.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय
समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वरमस्य वाचिकं
विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि तद्वद मे सदा सहना भवतु तदेकं
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा
विद्विषावहै ॐ
शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
हरि ओम सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम
Okay. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. My salutations to my gurus. As I always tell, for those who have joined newly, Dr. Timmappa Hegde, through whom we have started these classes, and his guru and our everyone's guru is Swami Paramarthanandaji. We have started the Guru Paduka Stotram, and we all know why we revere Padukas of a Guru, because they symbolizes the path of spirituality, the path of austerity, tapas, that the Guru takes, and through this Padukas he has gone so long in his journey of spirituality and wisdom. So if we can revere to the Padukas, we have two benefits. One is we have low ego, because ego is what, children? Edging God out. So we will not have that problem. God will not go out of us. If we bow down to the Padukas, if we bow down to our Guru, we will have lot of blessings from the Guru. So let us take these blessings in the form of Stotram. The first Stotra was by Aditi, Ananta Samsara Samudra Tara. So by bowing down to Guru, what happens is we will get dispassion of this world that likes and dislikes. In this world which is full of ocean, sometimes there will be waves which is rising up like tsunami. Sometimes there will be calm. All this will be taken care by Nauka Itabhyam, Guru Bhakti Tabhyam. With the Guru Bhakti, you will have a nice path in this ocean of samsara. In the second verse by Sarayu, we saw how by doing Naman to Guru, we are taken away from all the vipattis, the difficulties which might we face in our life. And it is important that we have no difficulties, no obstacles. Like we have a class, if there is an internet breakdown or there is no light, we can't continue with the class. So this type of Dorbhagya, like a fire is there, it will be extinguished by what? Fire extinguisher, isn't it? Or by water. So Ambudamalikaabhyam, like the water which takes care of all the fire, that way a Guru's bhakti will take care of all our difficulties and obstacles. The third verse today is by Anjana. Anjana, you are there?
Yes, uncle.
Yeah, you can tell us this verse, explain us.
Yeah. Hari Om, I am Anjana. I am going to say third Guru Paduka Shlokam. Nataya yoho Shripatitam Samiyaham Kadachidapyashu Daridravariyaha Mukanscha Vachaspatitam Hitabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. This shloka tells salutations to the sandals of my Guru, which make those who prostrate before it. possessors of great wealth, even if they are very poor, and which makes even dumb people into great orators. Thank you, Sachin uncle, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Anjana. So sweet voice and so nicely she has explained. So children, if even the mukascha vachas patitam, like those who can't speak, they will start having eloquent voice. Imagine for the children like you who are wonderfully gifted and they are joining this class from the age of 6 to 14 now. What will happen? God will give you bestow with all the good blessings, shower all the good blessings so that future you will be very bright for all of you. You are very lucky. And today we have a very prolific speaker, Dr. Komal Prasad. He is my friend, colleague, and we work together. I'll give an introduction to him. He is a neurosurgeon. He is a very senior neurosurgeon working closely with Dr. Timmappa Hegde. He has many papers, publication, book articles, and also he is a very much seeker in Vedanta. Just like all of us, he also is very much learning Vedanta, different scriptures, and he is a very good photographer, also student. So many good places we have been visited, like Kailash. He is one of the best speaker I have ever seen. So let us hear from him. Welcome to you, Dr. Komal.
Thank you, Dr. Sachin. I'm spellbound and the kind of work, the collection of children what we have is really wonderful. It's good evening, children. Nice to be with all of you. Your enthusiasm is something which is amazing, and the tender age at which you have gotten into this journey of exploration into spirituality is something highly appreciated. I encourage each one of you, best wishes, and I am sure you will all succeed very well in life. And this is a firm foundation which Dr. Sachin Uncle is providing you through our Guru, Dr. Timmappa Hegde, Swami Paramarthananda. So this is a kind of Guru lineage. And with this, you are like getting amalgamated into this team at a very young age, and this will take you leaps and bounds in all spheres of your life. So you will succeed in all spheres of your life. That is my firm conviction. So with this, I will start off with the topic which I was told you are studying now is about Vibhuti Yoga, right?
Yes.
Yes,
So now we'll yes, so now we got this slide. So we rightly started with Guru Paduka Stotram, Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. So with this, we'll start exploring to what is this Vibhuti Yoga. Last 2-3 classes, you would have heard about Vibhuti and what are the God's manifestations and how all we will be able to think about God, pray to God, and sort of like meditate on God like that. So here we are seeing this wonderful world around us. See that forest, what you're seeing, the greenery, nice clouds, the sunlight. It's the top of a hill in between. And on the side you are seeing this globe. Can you identify the other ball-like structure there next to that?
The moon. Moon.
Very nice. Yeah. So see, they are hanging in space. What is holding these spheres in the space there? How they are rotating around each other, creating
Gravity.
warming,
But there is no
movement.
gravity.
Yes. So
Gravitational force.
The gravity makes the earth round.
correct. So now just think about it. Yes, gravitation. Who has provided us gravitational force so that it won't fall down or it won't just go away, fly away somewhere?
for the magnetic field.
So if these things, the stars, sun, moon, have to be floating in this vast universe, and if this kind of trees, flowers, greenery is formed on top of a hill where no person is there around to water it, still it's such a green and nice and beautiful forest over there. the children around us, the flowers around us, the butterflies. So such a beautiful world we have around us. So if you see that, we can easily conclude that there must be somebody who has created this, right? Don't you think so? Suppose you go to your kitchen and open your fridge and you find a box, you find a container having gulab jamun. So if you see that, can gulab jamun appear out of nowhere in the fridge? Somebody should have done it, right? It's such a nice sweet is made available in the fridge. It just presupposes that somebody who should have created it. Somebody, mommy should have done it, or it is brought from somewhere where it is created, right? So that is that any beautiful thing what we see around us needs a creator. So that person or that energy, that force, that supreme being which creates all the universe, world, all the beautiful things around us is called God. Okay, that is what we can define as God. So I have written 3 sentences here under Vibhuti Yoga. Can one of you read that in the slide? Are you able to see the slide?
God creates the world, God becomes the world, God appears as the world.
Okay, very nice, very nice. So now, which is the correct statement here?
God creates the world.
God creates the world.
All the three.
Very good. So,
Yeah.
All the three.
all the 3 are the correct statements. First step, yes, first step when we see the beautiful world around us, we realize that there must be somebody who has created the world. If you see the beautiful, juicy, tasty gulab jamun, you know somebody should have created it. You see a mobile phone or you see the laptop in front of you, somebody should have created it. It can't appear out of nowhere, right? So that's the first step. Such an intelligent creator, which is not obviously seen just next to us, but we are seeing what he has created. So that entity, that person, that supreme power is called God. So that's the first level of understanding, is God creates the world. If God creates the entire world, not just things on the earth, the entire world, everything, the sun, moon, stars, sea, ocean, ice cream, whatever you can think of, everything is made by God.
Everything.
Everything is made by God. Then what does he make this world out of? If you have to make gulab jamun, you need sugar, you need powder, then you need some oven or something, and you heat it and create this. So you need some substance out of which this world is made out of. If God has created everything, then how will God create the universe? God has created everything, but he has to create everything using something, no? Like if you have to make a paper boat, you need
Panchabhuta.
yes, Panchabhuta is also God.
Panchabhuta.
Yes, Panchabhuta is also God. Okay, so God has created Panchabhuta. So including Panchabhuta, everything is created by God. So God creates the world by manifesting as world. He becomes the world. A part of him becomes the world. So that's the second level of understanding, is God becomes the world. Once we understand that whatever we are seeing all around us is part of God, then we will get a sort of reverence, a kind of bhakti towards everything what we see. Can you now we do one exercise? Can you just uh, tell me one thing what you are seeing just in front of you right away?
Sir, in the screen or in our
Yes, you are seeing the screen. Then somebody else. You should not repeat.
Laptop.
You are seeing laptop screen. Okay. Yeah, what else?
laptop, then kitchen.
Kitchen you're saying. Okay, then.
Kitchen.
Okay, no repetition.
Fridge.
Tower.
Books.
A child.
Book, child.
Sir, I have a doubt.
What do you have? Dog.
No doubt.
Okay, now I want you to tell whatever you are seeing in front of you, other than the screen. You can see by the side center. It can be people, person, or it can be object.
I saw a cushion, the clock, the mirror, the wall.
Oh, so many things. So many things. Whatever you are seeing all around, all the things in some way is created by a supreme energy. It's all the God. God has become the world around us. Okay. And slowly we realize that it's not just he becoming the world, he appears as the world. If you see the screen or if you see the book next to it, if you open it, you won't see God. But underneath that book, inside that substance called book, that energy is there, which makes us see that as an object. Okay, that's the God appears as the world. So these are the three levels. And it's very difficult to comprehend something which we can't see. Okay, you're seeing everything, that's why you realize, okay, that's the reality. You're seeing something which is not seen. Can you see God?
No, we can't see.
How to see
Yes,
God?
we can see.
Yes,
In everything. Yes, we can see. It is God, so we can see, but in different form.
right.
God
You're
will be
intelligent
with us.
children.
We see
Also,
God in the form of all
form
the
of-
other things we see.
Very good.
We see God in different forms.
Very good. So there are three ways in which we can see God.
Different
One
avatars.
is, yeah, what you see as Rama, Krishna, Hanuman, Ganesha. You see the form, right? You see those forms in the temple, right? So that is one way in which we can symbolize and see God. You saw Guru Paduka's Stotram just now. So you saw that Padukas as a symbol of Guru. So if you see a red cross, what does it remind you of?
A hospital.
A hospital or something related to treatment. Okay, where you will get treated, where if you are ill, you can go. So that is the symbol of medical establishment. Okay, and if you this thing, if you see a flag, you discussed it some time ago. What does it remind you of? If you see an Indian flag, our country. Okay, if you see the tricolor flag, it reminds.
Country's flag.
Yes, Indian flag, tricolor. So if you see that, you get reminded of the whole of India. Like that, if you see a Hanuman statue, what will it get reminded of? You get reminded of the supreme energy, the force, all powerful God. So you symbolically you see the God in one form. Okay, so that's the first step. I'll go to the next slide. Go to the next slide, please. So we see the God as God is in the world. And in the next level, we see world is in the God. Okay. Have you heard of the story of Sri Krishna eating mud outside his house?
Yes.
Yes.
So what will his mother say?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, mother will say, "Oh Krishna, why are you eating this? Open your mouth." No, mommy, I am not eating anything. Open your mouth. I want to see. And once he opens the eyes, what will she see inside his mouth?
The whole world.
The whole world.
Whole world is in the
The
God.
whole universe.
Yes,
The
so
world.
all the sun, moon, everything was inside his mouth.
The universe.
Yes.
And in the
So that is
universe,
what we can-
universe and the world.
Very good. So if you see
on her
what,
lap,
yeah.
feeding him.
yes, that is Ishvara Mahima. That is Vibhuti, seeing the water in the waves. If you see a wave, like these children are playing in the waves, ocean. Many of you would have seen ocean, right? So it will create waves. If you see the wave is made out of water, right? So if you see the wave and see the water in it, if you see anything around you, and if you imagine about the creator of that, so that is called Vibhuti, Ishvara Mahima, the glory of God. Okay. And suppose you see a glass of water in front of you. You see a glass of water in front of you, and you get reminded of the ocean with all the waves in it. Just see the water, but you realize that this is the same water which creates huge waves in a huge ocean. It's the same water. So that is the same water which is in your glass next to you, inside your comfort of your room. So if you see waves in water, that is Vishwarupa Darshana. You see something, but you imagine what all it can create. Okay, so those are the two aspects what we are going to study in the next 2-3 chapters in Gita. Okay, next slide, please. Do you remember those days when before all this lockdown and all, you used to go on holidays to your grandparents' place, friends' place, cousins' place, right? You need, yes, you pack your clothes, you pack everything, mommy will pack everything and keep for your comfort. Then you want to pack something on your own. What do you pack? You can't take all of your toys to your grandparents' place. Even though you want, you can't carry everything. So what will you carry? You will carry your favorite toy.
Can I tell you something?
Yes, go ahead, Vishnu.
When I go to my native, when I pack my suitcase, I
Hmm.
always take my clothes
Hmm.
and I take it by myself, and which and my mama makes folds them, then I keep them, and
Yes.
I also take 4-5 only 2-3 toys. My favorite toys only I take.
Yeah, so because why do you take those favorite toys? When you are place, when you get bored, when you see that toy, you will remember all the nice time you had playing with all your toys. That's a symbol of all the toys you have. Like that, we'll have one God to get remembered of all the toys you have, all the gods, all the manifestations of the Lord you see in one object. So that is the symbol, like your toy, like many everything. Like next slide, please. So it can be your favorite fruit. Can you name your favorite fruit?
So my favorite fruit is
Mango.
my favorite food is actually grapes. My favorite fruit is
Blueberry, blackberry, strawberry.
So many, all fruits are very good.
Favorite is guava, watermelon, and
Okay.
mango, and even orange.
My favorite
So everybody
fruit
has
is
their
Even
favorite.
grapes
watermelon.
also.
All fruits are good and all fruits are healthy. But we all have our own favorite fruit. If we eat that, if we see that, we are reminded of all the goodness, the sweetness, and the pleasure what we get out of it. So that's the symbol. Like that, if we pray to one God, we are remembering all the manifestations of the Lord. Next slide, please. So this was one thing which got covered in the previous picture. Banana. This is one of my favorite fruits. Can anyone of you recognize the great person on the right side of the slide?
Banana. Narayan.
Banana is on one side. Who is on the other side? There's one person there.
Narayan.
Narayan.
He is the great
Narayan.
Bhakta. Bhakta Kanakadasa. Have you heard of him?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Narayan.
It was one of the big saint in Karnataka.
Yes, I have heard of Bhakta Kanakdasa. I even know his story.
Very nice. So there is one story which I
Sir,
want to
he is
tell about him.
he is only the person, no, sir, who was sitting on the branch of the tree and cutting the same branch.
No, that is of a Kalidasa. That was a poet. That was a poet. No, this is
He can cause rain, and even he can light diyas.
This person, when he was a when he was a student in his Guru's ashram, the Guru gave all the children who are, this is like a Gurukula. Gurukula means like a school.
Can I tell something, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
You see the Kanakdasa, his guru asked when he was little, his guru asked to eat the banana, but tomorrow will be a fast. I will give you this banana, you have to eat it day after tomorrow when you will break the fast. But remember, no one should see you.
No one should see you. That's the story I wanted to tell you.
Is that
So,
the story?
he gives this bananas to all his students and asks you should go and eat in a place where nobody should be seeing you. So all other children will go happily into a cave. They will go. One will go on a tree. One will go behind inside his room. One will cover with a blanket and eat. But Kanakadasa will come back and says, "Sorry, Guruji, I didn't find a place to eat this." Then all children started laughing at him. Why he wasted a wonderful opportunity to eat a nice fruit. Then when Guru asked, why didn't you eat? Then Kanaka will say that sorry, Guruji, I didn't find a place where nobody could see me, because wherever I went, there was God. That was the realization he had. So next, the next slide, please. I will show you a quiz. Whoever answers first, we will see. Okay, I am talking about something around us. It is not a vegetable or fruit, because we were just discussing about it. It does not grow in plant or tree. It does not perish easily, means it doesn't get destroyed easily. We need it in most of our foods. Okay, it is there in almost all of our food items.
God. God.
God is there, but this is the substance I am talking about. Taste. What taste? Any taste. So the somebody clearly mentioned is salt. Yeah, salt is not a vegetable. It won't get destroyed easily, but we need it, and it's there in most of our food items. Like,
Sir, it is taste and God.
Yes. So go to
It is
the next
taste and
slide,
God.
please. Yeah. So now when we are thinking of God, we are looking at that supreme power, which is there always, which does not die, which is real, which is there in every object around us, whether it is the pen, book, phone, dog, tree, everything. So it should be there. Yes. So that if we have to think of something, that is called God. It does not change. It will always remain the same. Next slide, please. So the seniors among you will realize the names, technical names for that. When it is called eternal, it's called Nitya. And it is reality, it's called Satya. It does not change, it's called Nirvikara. Okay. Sarvagata means it's there, all pervading. Whatever we see all around us, inside that God is there. Okay. So that's the quiz about finding God. Think about it slowly. With every passing year, you'll realize much more about the manifestations of God. Next slide, please. So this is another experiment. You take a glass of water and put salt into it and mix it with a spoon. After some time, you will not see salt. Where did the salt go?
It completely dissolves in the water.
It dissolves.
It dissolves in the water. How do you know where the salt is?
Completely dissolved in the water. It gets mixed with water.
And it becomes dissolved totally. So you take a drop of
Dissolves in the
water.
water and makes a mixture.
You take a drop of water and put it on your tongue. Will you feel that taste of salt?
Yes, we will feel.
You will feel the taste of salt. So in the same way, yes, in the same way, even though we won't see God in the substances, things around us, if we want to see that, even a bit of it, any bit of the world around us, if you want to see God in it, if you have that sense, like to sense salt, you need sense of taste. To see something, you need sense of eye. To hear something, you need sense of ear. Like that, if you have that sense of God, we can see Him in everything around us. So can you, on the right side, you see a sculpture that's made out of stone. Can you, can anybody tell what is the God?
Narasimha.
So there is one little boy.
Narasimha.
Little boy is,
Narasimha.
yes, there's one little boy next to him. Bhakta Prahlada. So his father will ask him, he was a demon king, Hiranyakashipu. He keeps asking him, where is God? You always pray to God, you always pray to Hari. So show me, where is your God? Is he there here? Is he there here? Then he says, there everywhere, Father. Then is he there in this pillar? Then he says, yes, he's there in the pillar also. Then he breaks open the pillar with his gada, and out of that comes Narasimha to teach this ignorant demon king a lesson. So that's how Narasimha comes and teaches lesson to Hiranyakashipu. So God, where is God?
Everywhere.
You think God is nowhere, but He is there now, here, everywhere. Very good. Next slide, please. So these are the vibhutis we saw. Okay. So when we have less amount of knowledge, no, we will not be able to think as we go further. When you study further in your mathematics or science something, so that learning is much different. What you know right now is very less. Even the terms what we use, even the words what we use. You see the small child here, he is so happy eating food, so he knows only 2 words. When he is thirsty, he says, like what do they say for water? Abu, abu, I want abu, like that. And when he wants food, he says, mom, 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 like that. So he knows only these 2 words, right? So in his word, out of these 2, mom, mom is a better thing because it's very tasty. He is so happy to have it. Like that, when we have a limited amount of words, limited knowledge, then we will have to, like suppose you have a younger brother or sister like him. Do you have younger children in your house? Anyone
Yes,
of
sir.
you have seen?
Yes.
Okay. And
Yes, sir, I have a baby sister.
yes. So suppose mummy says, so if you keep your brother quiet, then we'll go and have fruit salad in the outside hotel. So you know what fruit salad is, but you can't explain. You keep quiet. If you keep quiet, mommy will take us and give us fruit salad. He won't understand. You will have to tell him. If you keep quiet, you will get mum. So then he will keep quiet because he knows only that. So like that, in the world also, when we don't know something which is beyond our capability to see, we'll have to keep some symbol which we know of. So we know Murti of Hanuman. We know Om symbol. Okay, we know a tree, a beautiful tree. It may be a beautiful flower. So you need to keep this, what you can see and perceive, as a symbol of something which you will realize much later. When you grow, when this child grows, this child will understand what fruit salad is. Like that, when we grow beyond what we know at present, we will know the presence of God everywhere. Till that time, we need to have a symbol. And that symbol is called Vibhuti. So what are the various vibhutis which Sri Krishna is going to explain to Arjuna? We'll see those in next verses which you are going to explain today, right? Are you listening to me?
Thank
Do you
you.
understand?
Yes, completely we understood.
Very good. Very good.
We
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much. Please go ahead with going with what Sri Krishna explains about various vibhutis. In his day and time, what were the most attractive ones. He will explain, Arjuna, that those represent God. Okay. So thank you very much. Go ahead. All the best. I am very happy to be with all of you today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So children, we will take the questions. Thank you,
sir.
Thank
We
you.
will take the questions in the end. If sir is there, we will ask him questions. We'll go with the class. So we all know that this is the Madhyama Shatakam. And children, what is the Shatakam, you know? So in this Madhyama Shatakam, we try to understand the creation of Lord or Bhagwan himself. Shall I ask Amar Shila to mute, please? Yeah. So in the Madhyama Shatkam, we are understanding the Tat Padartha. What is the Lord himself? And in the last class, we have seen it can be a symbolic way of understanding him is the spider. Spider gives its web. First, it creates the web. Then whatever the things happen in the web, and finally he again takes back the web. Same way you can see there is similarity between the universe. There's so many galaxies, cosmos. God has made it from himself. He is both the material as well as the sentiency in that. And when the complete yugas, Chatu yugas, Manvantras, everything will be over, he will again dissolve everything in himself. That's why God is now and here. That's what Dr. Komal Prasad so well told us. Also remember children, we saw different symbol like a flag which denotes our country, India.
Sir, can I tell something about the flag?
Vishnu, we will tell everything, we will take it after the class. Is it okay? So, Vishwarupa Darshanam, because we cannot revere entire India, isn't it? We have to have a symbol like the map of India or the flag. That's how we do in the August 15th also we will be doing. Then if you see a Ganapati made up of haldi or turmeric, we say, it is out of all the 32 varnas of Ganapati, this is the Harika Varna, the most revered form of Ganapati. And similarly, if you see Lord Vishnu, you want to see, they say in this symbol or in the form of, I just forgot this name, it is present in
It is a black. It is a black rock shell. It is a black rock shell.
Correct. Shaligramam. When the universe was just made, these are the very old, few million years back, this was there. So when you open it, there will be a skeleton of, as you said, Vishnu correctly, an animal. That is a symbol of Lord Vishnu and people worship it a lot. We will start with Titiksha's story.
Sir, it is found in Nepal.
Yes, it is found in.
Excuse me, sir. That those kinds of rocks, even we make it into a ring, and our parents sometimes wear it, no, sir?
Yeah, maybe they will wear it as a symbol only. Titiksha, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Your voice is little low. Can you come near the laptop?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Om Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Namaste. My name is Titiksha and I am going to tell you the story about King Shibi and the dove. There was once a very kind and generous king called Shibi. One day he was sitting in his palace when a dove flew straight into his lap and lay trembling there. Grant me refuge, pleaded the dove to the king. Fear not, little dove, for I will protect you, said the king. Then a hawk arrived in pursuit of the dove. Give me my dinner, said the hawk to the king. I cannot allow you to eat this dove, said King Shibi, for I have granted him protection. Then what am I supposed to eat? Asked the hawk. I am starving and will surely die if I don't get a meal soon, and my family will starve too if I cannot bring this dove to them." The king offered the hawk all kinds of alternative foods, but the hawk refused, saying, "I only eat fresh meat." "Then have some of my flesh," said the king. The courtiers cried out in alarm. "Bring some scales," commanded the king, and they brought out a huge set of scales and placed them in the center of the terrace. On one side of the scales, the king placed the dove, who was still trembling with fear. Then King Shibi took his sword and began slicing pieces of his flesh of his own thigh and placing them on the other side of the scales, aiming to equal the weight of the dove. But however much flesh he added to the scales, he could not equal the bird's weight. It was very strange. Despite the wailing of his courtiers and the extraordinary pain of his open wound, the king kept slicing. Eventually, unable to equal the dove's weight, the king climbed up onto the scales, declaring to the hawk, "Eat me, spare the dove." At that moment, the birds transformed. The dove revealed himself as the god Agni, god of the fire. The hawk revealed himself as the king of the gods, Indra. "We came to test the extent of your goodness," Indra declared, "and we are more than satisfied." Indra healed the king's wounds, and the two gods disappeared, leaving all the humans astounded by the events. Moral of the story: follow the path of Dharma. Thank you, sir.
Beautiful, beautiful moral, children. And this also signifies that you should start seeing when you are in difficulties. King Shibi was in difficulty. He did not know what to do now. After removing his own flesh, after offering everything to the hawk, he was in difficult times. He was surrendered with his dharma. In such times, children, you should follow what is right. So he offered completely and surrendered to the bird, because he knows birds or animals or something like that can come and test you. And he passed in his test. So children, remember, whenever there is difficulty, God is testing you. To go to today's verse, Kamakshi, are you there, Kamakshi? If Kamakshi is not there, I will request Sarayu. She can chant us this verse.
Yes, uncle.
Okay, please go ahead.
Vistarenatmano yogam. Vibhutim cha janardana.
Vibhutim cha janardana.
Bhuya kathaya triptirhi. Vato nasti mimritam.
Can Padma read out this, Padma?
Yes, sir. Janardana, O Krishna, Kataya, tell me, Bhuya, Atmana Yogam, about your power, Cha Vibhutim, and magnification, Vistarena, in detail, he, because, Astina, there is no satisfaction, nay, for me, Shrinvataha, who am listening, Mritam, to the nectar of words. O Krishna, tell me about your power and manifestation in detail, because there is no satisfaction for me who's listening to the nectar of words.
Nice. So we all know we were in the middle of the chapter where Arjuna is wanting to know more and more of the glories. Actually, Krishna has already explained all the glories till 10.11 verse. But as you know, Arjuna is a very good student. He's a student just like us. When we want something from the parents, we will be going asking them. We're going on putting maska, as Swamiji says here, so that we will get what we want. And Arjuna wanted to get all the glories.
Has not been updated since 2 weeks, man.
I'll just, someone is unmuted. Okay. So, children, what we understand here is a student, how he should approach to the Guru. So here Arjuna is a student and Krishna is the Guru. So if you want to learn from any Gurus, first you have to tell them that he is the best. You have to go with lot of reverence, with namrata. You have to bow down to him. And here in the form of repeatedly asking his glories, he is actually telling that I know, I have listened everything what you have to say. And I also know all this Bhuyaha, the people who are ordinary people know about you. I want to know something extraordinary where I can see and meditate upon. Like Dr. Komal Prasad said, you all like different fruits, but one of the fruits or that one toy which you like most and you meditate upon that. This is what is asked in the verse. Now, can I ask someone, what is this?
Transformer. Optimus Prime.
Transformer robot.
Okay, very good. So in the
Transformer Optimus Prime.
Oh, very good, Vishnu. We did not know that. Okay, so what is transformation? Means vibhuti, the manifestation. Okay, the different manifestation. But where this manifestation happens from? Can you tell me what is this? Vishnu.
Different powers.
Correct. So these are the different internal powers.
Different power.
Exactly. These are the different internal powers Lord has. But he will manifest in different ways, isn't it? Like a transformer can take different shapes and forms. But one important power is required inside. And that power which we call here is Atmana Yoga.
Shakti and Vibhuti. Next, sir, can I tell something?
Okay.
We have power in us, but it's locked. We need to do good things to take it out.
Unlock it, correct. So we all have that Atmana Yoga or the power to do unlocking, but we have to have self efforts. We have learned in the first chapter, Arjuna was a warrior, but he's not fighting. He's locked with that power. And that's why entire Bhagavad Gita is taught to Arjuna. And the manifestation here is the Vibhutis of Lord. We will go for one more story today by Ritika. Ritika, over to you.
Yes, uncle. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Namaste, I am Ritika and I am going to tell the story of Hanuman, who is a great devotee of Rama. Rama is the seventh avatar of Lord Vishnu. This story is from Ramayana. As we all know, Rama, Sita and his brother Lakshmana had to stay in the forest for 14 long years. When they were in the forest, the multi-headed demon Ravana kidnaps Sita and makes her a captive. Now Rama sends Hanuman to search Sita. Hanuman has great powers. He can grow as big as a mountain and shrink as small as an ant. Now Hanuman goes in search of Sita. He sees Sampati, and Sampati conveys the message to Hanuman that Sita is in Lanka. Hanuman goes to Lanka and finds Sita sitting under a tree and crying. Hanuman climbs a tree and drops a ring given by Lord Rama onto Sita Devi's lap. He conveys that Lord Rama will come and rescue her. Meanwhile, the demons will see Hanuman and takes him to Ravana's court. The furious Ravana tells the demons to set Hanuman's tail on fire. The powerful Hanuman jumps from building to building and burns the entire city of Lanka on fire. Hanuman then goes to Rama, who is now factors convinced to wage a war against Ravana to save Sita. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Ritika. It was a beautiful story of how Hanuman's power actually, do you know, Sampati actually unlocked the powers of Hanumana at this time. Before going to meet Sita, Hanuman was very worried. How can he do alone?
Sir,
The entire army was
sir,
not able to.
Sampati is
Jatayu's brother.
Jatayu's brother.
Okay, good. So Hanuman was actually perplexed that how can he really, how can
Sir,
he,
who is Sampati?
Sampati,
Jatayu's brother.
Jatayu was the last time we saw. Jatayu was killed while Ravana attacked him when he tried to save Sita in the air. And it is in Lepakshi nearby Karnataka. And then further ahead, Jatayu is the twin brother of Sampati who was in that area of before Hanuman was going to go to Lanka. So this is the story where it says about unlocking the powers of where entire Lanka was burned down by Hanumana alone. Verse 19, Dhimahi.
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Shri
Bhagavanu Vacha. Hantate Katyashyami.
Hantate Katyashyami.
Yatma Vibhutaya.
Dhimahi. Dhimahi.
Yes, sir.
You have to chant. We will chant after you. If you can't, we will chant directly. Okay? Please chant from Hantate Katayashyami.
Hantate Katayashyami.
Hantate
Pradanyatah Kurushya. Santo Vistara.
Okay, Dhimahi.
The Lord replied, "Well, O Arjuna, I shall tell you the main divine glories of mine because there is no limit to my manifestation."
So now after listening repeatedly the leading of Arjuna, Krishna now says, okay, once again, you listen to the glories of mine, and not only just the glories, the divine glories, okay? And I will tell the main, pradhanyataha, because you all know God is where, God is everywhere in everything. So he can't go on telling everything. So he says, listen very carefully, my divine glories. Divyaha means divine, and pradhanyataha means only the main glories. And as there is no limit for the glories of his. So he is telling in one way, God is limitless. And so the glories also are limitless. Like there are limitless stars and limited galaxies. And he is only giving a sample of the glories. Generally, there are 72 glories mentioned in this chapter. Here there are few glories, like today we did Omkara. Om is also a sound from the entire universe. That is one of the glory. Like Arjuna also is a glory of between all the Pandavas. So we will go one by one, starting with 10.20 Raghav.
Namaskar. Ahatmatma Gadakesha.
Ahatmatma
Gadakesha. सर्वभूताशयस्तः अहमादिश्च मध्यं च
अहमादिश्च मध्यं च
भूतानामन्त एव च
अनामन्त एव च
Gurgesh, oh Arjun, Atma, I am the self. Sarva Bhuta Sayastha, residing in the heart of all beings. Aham Adha Cha, I am the beginning. Madhyam Cha, the middle. Ev Cha, as well as the end of all, Bhutana, of all beings. O Arjun, I am the self residing in the heart of all beings. I am the beginning, the middle, as well as end of all beings. So the meaning of this shloka is that everything starts from the God and everything ends also with the God.
Very nice. Very nice, Raghav. Very nicely chanted and very well explained.
Thanks. Dhanyavad.
I will complete this today's class, but after the class, please wait. We have a celebration. We have someone for today's birthday is there. Now in this shloka, actually Krishna has entirely told us about these two things. Chid Rupaha, also consciousness. What is telling that I am in the heart of all beings means the consciousness. Just like the transformer works, the machine works only because of that device inside. Same way the Chaitanyam is there, and that's why we are all alive. Can you tell me which is the statue and which is the real Tendulkar here?
So the left
So
one.
to left side.
So the left one is the real. Right side is the false.
The one that is holding the one that is holding the bat and the that bat and
Correct. So children, now if I
real Sachin Tendulkar.
correct. So if we want now the Tendulkar to go and play, can this person holding the statue holding the bat go and bat on the cricket ground? No.
No, sir.
Only because
Never.
No, sir.
because of the Chaitanyam, because of the sentiency, because of the liveliness. Is the Tendulkar alive and he is going to bat like Tendulkar. Same way, children, all of us, every plant, every tree, everything has God within it. That's why they're going and doing what they should do. And second important thing was, he is there in before, middle and after. For this, I will tell the last example and today we'll stop the class. He is there in the clay and then he's there in the making of clay, the middle and the end. Now, I will ask you what is if we go reverse way, the pot are broken and then what happens again? What will happen? The clay, isn't it? So he is there in the middle, the beginning, the middle and the end. And when the next cycle will come, again he will be from the beginning, middle and the end. And that is what is meant by Sadrupa glory. There are two glories. One is which we can see and one which is we cannot see but we can feel. This is what is understood by our verses today. For the next class, we'll take other verses and we will be ending our class today by chanting our mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Hari Om. Children, don't go away. Sarayu.
Ma'am, can I chant it? Sir, can I chant it?
No, we will have less time, Vishnu. I will give you chanting next time. Is it okay? Today we have birthday of our very young and very dynamic student. That is Raghav. He's, I think he's 7 years or 8 years old, Raghav. Happy birthday to Raghav. And
Happy birthday, Raghav.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Raghav.
Happy birthday, Raghav.
Happy birthday, Raghav.
Happy birthday, Raghav.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Raghav.
Happy birthday, Raghav.
Happy birthday, Raghav.
children, we will
Happy birthday, Raghav.
Happy birthday, Raghav.
we will sing the song which is in Sanskrit. And Sarayu, you are there. Can you sing for us? And those who can sing with her.
Yes, uncle.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I priya sakhe janmadinamidam. I priya sakhe shantanotu
Sarvadamudam.
Svamodam Asame
Prarthayamahe Bhavasatayushi Jivanam Sada Tvam Sharakshatu Jivanam Sada Tvam Sharakshatu Janmadinamidam I priya sakhe Janmadinamidam I priya sakhe Shantanotu te sarvadamudam Shantanotu te sarvadamudam.
Thank you very much.
Sir,
Thank
I
you.
have a request.
Who is this? Yeah.
This is Kunjan sir, Kaina's mother.
Yeah, tell me.
So, sir, whenever next time there's a birthday, can you have a slide which will display this song in Sanskrit so that we can also sing and learn?
Sure, I will do that. I will also send that song right now in the group. Okay.
Yes.
So
sir.
everyone can sing. I will
Yes.
send the both things right now. That's a
Okay.
nice thing you told me.
Yes.
Okay, children, today's class is over, but anyone wants to, like, many queries were there, and I think Komalji is also there in our class. You can please ask question now so that we can answer your all queries. We are,
Thank you, sir. Bye.
those who want to leave, they can leave.
Thank
but
you, sir.